Additional elements to consider when it comes to the models and the paths are pitch vehicles. So video sales letters versus sales letters versus PDFs that are really sales letters versus webinars versus hangouts. Re-engagement is always key to me. If somebody's already said no to your offer once, what would it take to get them to say yes? What are the different specific angles you can focus on? Hook modification. If your big way to attract them today was blank, what would happen if you changed that major pull to them? And of course, we've done a lot of training on hooks, so you can go back and attempt different hooks. Non-information products. So it's like, what can we do that's not information, or who can we work with that has non-information based goods that when combined, their peanut butter with our jelly, which is our information product, is going to go through the roof? Are there additional steps that we can add to our path of how they get to us? Is there new context that we can create or present our information in? Is there new proof that you've acquired along the way that you can use to update and modernize your path? Is there additional pre-framing considerations that you have to be aware of or adjust to get them in the most conducive state of mind to say yes to your flagship product? There's also these additional considerations as well. Staying power. It's not just getting there. How will you defend and enhance your position? So I don't want you just to be number one. I want you to be so far ahead of number two that they think they're number one because they can't see you because you have such a big lead, right? So not only how do I get the position, then how do I defend, maintain, and enhance it? Beyond information, there are serious limitations to just being an information provider. I think you should start there because it's the easiest win, in my opinion, for this whole internet marketing stuff. But eventually you should consider software, templates, services. These could all be third-party people that you make strategic alliances with, right? But realize one day you will transcend the information basis. And lastly, trade-off. Once you take a position, everything you do will either hurt or help that position. So when Ezra took the position of Operation Physical Products, I told him, I say, Ezra, you're right now known as the Shopify guy. There's no way in a customer's mind, especially a brand new customer, that you're going to be both the best at Shopify and the best at Amazon selling, even if you are. It's too much for them. So everything that you do that talks about Amazon is going to take away from Shopify. Everything you talk about Shopify could potentially take away from Amazon depending on the customer and the context. Is that going to be okay with you? In that case, it was okay to trade off one thing for another thing. But realize that once you take a position, everything that you do that backs that position enhances it. But everything you do that doesn't back it, even if it's not in conflict with it, will detract from it. It's the trade-offs we make. You have to, the pain of discipline is greater than the pain of regret, as Jim Rohn would say. So, there's always going to be trade-offs. We just got to make them the most favorable trade-offs that is going to benefit us as we go about creating and maintaining and expanding on our flagship product.